Take a look at what you are saying on the show this morning. That's across all the social media platforms. And hey, I'm not going to be doing this alone as we walk through all of the top stories. Bukola joins me. Hi,
yes,
Bukola.
Indeed, Kade. You know, some trends refuse to go away, and
right.
You know, rightly so, for good reason, because of the important nature of the subjects. For instance, the Naira. A lot of Nigerians are still talking about it. Speaking of which, let's start with what Wendell is saying this morning about the Naira. The Naira allow Naira MasterCard to run international transactions. That at least can reduce the monopoly with which the BDC operates in the absence of a working or structural regulatory body. Let the bank at least decide what the FX rate is. At least to a degree, the banks are regulated. So there's been a lot of talk, that perhaps if we allowed all transactions, for foreign exchange be done electronically, then it will eliminate corruption, and then, the regulators would know those who are indeed involved in round tripping. So that's the tempo of the discussion currently as far as the Naira is concerned.
I know there's been that.
Go ahead.
Pardon me. There's been that conversation around some crypto apps, whether they're banned or not, and all of that. So all of this is in the mix. So take a look at what Mary Faye Matthew says, that at this point, we need to all support Tinubu because it's our country and our Naira. Instead of wishing him bad, I think we should all support the president and the country's progress like we all supported the Super Eagles. Yeah,
we need some positive energy right now at this point in time. Gilbert Alabi Diche, I hope, says, clamp down on speculators is not the only solution. Pump more dollars into the system by selling more of our products abroad, plus put a 1-year moratorium on unnecessary foreign trips to conserve scarce foreign exchange. That's Gilbert's thoughts this morning.
I know there's a lot about this, which we'll get into on the show, but trending alongside the Naira is the word hunger. Yes. Hunger has also been trending. Not the first time it's trended in recent days, but for another day, as you said, these things are there. So this is what Nigerians are saying about hunger. And we'll begin with this one from Mukhtar Zubi on X. That's the handle on X. It says over 15 million people in Nigeria are undernourished, struggling to obtain enough food to meet their daily needs. Hunger leads to malnutrition, which affects an individual's physical and mental development, reducing their ability to live a productive life. So this speaks to the fact that the measures by government, they need to be targeted. It's good to see that cash transfer now spreading to 15 million Nigerians. So maybe this will cover that.
Speaking of which, it was cheery to note that government said they will be resuming the distribution of cash transfer yesterday. But a senator is proposing that rather than the distribution of cash, that we should have a food stamp program. So how would that work? How will it be acceptable, by members of the National Assembly? Of course, we'll see in the coming days. He's giving assurances that a lot of his colleagues are supporting him on this one. Source Guy says, it's better to voice out than to die in hunger. Whether you patronize a group of tribe or not, inflation day everywhere. That's just to say that inflation is everywhere. And purchasing power is down to zero. Also, salaries aren't increasing.
Indeed. Ezra Christian has this to say. You may have seen some images and videos of people who are said to have, fallen down as a result of hunger. And he says it's heartbreaking to hear about situations where people are suffering from acute hunger. Offering food to someone in need is a compassionate act that can make a significant difference in their well-being. So this is us encouraging all of us to look out for ourselves and be our brothers, sisters, neighbors, keepers.
At this point in time, maybe, a child's father, if you perhaps find a child on the road who looks hungry. Larexy says, there is hunger in the land. No work, no money, no food. May God intervene. Amen.
There you go. But that's not all that is making the rounds. Politics is also big, particularly Edo State politics. Edo State politics is not for the faint-hearted. Yesterday, we saw the arrest of Labour Party national chairman. Interestingly, the police described him as a factional chairman of the Labour Party, Mr. Julius Abure. So this is what you're saying about that. You see, Rightful Hair on X saying Abure should just have honorably resigned. He seems to have become a blight on the Labour Party and the obedient movement. This is not to say he's guilty of whatever is being leveled against him, but he has moral obligations to remove himself honorably before more damages are done.
Well, we'll wait to find out the outcome of police's investigation, but suffice it to say that, the allegations against him are not new. They've been coming before this time. Ashiwaju of Lagos says, whatever allegations have been leveled against him must be thoroughly investigated, and if he's guilty, must be made to face the law. That's Ashiwaju's comment this morning.
Absolutely. So you're saying a lot about this. So let's strike the iron while it is hot, as they say, and get more on the situation concerning the Labour Party chairman, Mr. Julius Abure. What exactly played out? What is the situation right now?